Okay, this is Master Interior for Syracuse Obedience Training Club, Saturday, April 27th. This is room 1. This was our start line. We had a threshold hide underneath the center of this table. Dogs were catching this almost as soon as they came in, working primarily this half of the table. There were a couple dogs that caught it underneath this chaise lounge and then worked it back. The rest of the room was blank. We had one hide in here, and this just delineates our boundaries for this search area. The challenge here was to recognize that the dog had hit odor almost immediately as soon as they came in, recognize that this was an inaccessible hide, and then clear the rest of the room without calling any other alerts. Nice job, everyone. We then came into room 2, which was this area. Again, boundaries. This red chair and the space behind it and the inside part of the desk were out of play. There were a lot of wires back there. The threshold was our start line. Everything else was in play, and we had an inaccessible hide that was inside this copier machine. This odor was getting pulled all along the file cabinet because of the door opening and closing, and then this odor was being pushed by the door into this area where the wooden boards were. So we did have dogs showing a lot of interest on both of these, but most of the dogs did get that hide, and the rest of the area was blank. This was the third room for the master interior search. The yellow dots were our start line. This side of the room was out of play, delineated by the blue cones. We had 2 hides in here. The challenge was that they were both elevated and fairly close. We had an inaccessible hide all the way in the back of this desk. It was actually coming out from here. A couple of dogs even caught it coming out from behind because the wood is a little separated back there. This hide was converging with the hide underneath this stool all along here. Some of the dogs really worked very hard to try to figure this out, and then we're able to source both of these hides. So the challenge in this room was to recognize that you had a threshold inaccessible hide and dismiss all of the pulling and trapping. Believe your dogs when they went deep into underneath this table to catch that hide, and then clear the rest of the room, which was blank. We had a total of 4 hides for this master interior search. Congratulations, everyone.